All right, so not only is Dark Dimension live, Dark Dimension 5 is live. Not only that, but along with launching Dark Dimension 5, they launched some amazing new orbs, everybody. You want to see these? Want to see these orbs? Oh, man. These orbs are something else. We got a Dark Dimension City orb, a Global orb, and a Cosmic orb. $10 a piece. $10 a piece. You can buy them with cores. That means they're unlimited. What they've done is they have enabled those with impulse control problems, those who are neurodivergent, the people that they prey on, because there's no regulation on these games, everybody. And this game is pay to win. Make no mistake. Dark Dimension is 1000% pay to win. And it will be won in the next few hours. We will see a surge ahead at 11 o'clock is when global or when resets normally happen. And we're going to see a surge ahead. If it even matters. Who even cares? Because they're not buying the $10 package. Oh no. Oh no. We're going for the 100. Just tap, 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 buy, 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 buy. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. I would estimate the price to be first through this tonight might even be as much as $500,000. It's possible. It's entirely possible. Depending on how your RNG is, because that's what it is RNG. Because these orbs, if you want to look at the center pillar doesn't matter. It's not even about the center pillar at all. Center pillar's not of a concern. Not of a concern. Because anyone going through Dark Dimension tonight already has all this maxed out. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. I know my chat's having fun tonight, making fun, but look, seriously, these people are being abused. There should be regulation. This is wrong. What's happening here is wrong. It's fucked. This is a mobile game company that's so fucking greedy. They have totally uncapped the spending tonight for a special occasion. They've never done this before. The other Dark Dimensions were not like this. This is brand new, unchained, greed. The game does not cost this much to make. Scopely may ask of this of Boundless. This might be to meet their yearly quota. We are not sure what that number is, but it should be lower so that they do not have to resort to this sort of insanity, this sort of greed, this predatory practice that they have enacted tonight is unheard of in this game. But it's commonplace in others. They want Star Trek Fleet Command level spending. Their spending has been controlled until now. We are in unfounded waters. Thank you for the subscription, Rybread. When you open one of these orbs, there are two side pillars. They are duplicated here, where you can get the mini uniques is what you need. It's all about these mini uniques. As we know, it's really about the goddamn miasma. It's what it's about. I said it. And now the Krakens and whales know oh too clearly what a problem this is. I'm assuming that you need Adam Warlock, Doom, Deathpool, and Cloak. At the very least, we're going to see Doom and Cloak go in. I don't think we're going to see a lot of Deathpools and Adam Warlocks go in, just because of the amount of this that you will need per character. And it is random. It is all random. And there is a 60% chance, over a 60% chance, that you will get something basically useless to you instead. Now, on top of the money that is being spent tonight to get these uniques, countless of thousands have already been spent to get all the catalysts needed and are being spent. hard farming nodes well past the point of sanity to get the catalysts you need, which are available as well for money. You might not realize it. They're here on the Doom campaign. To get the catalysts you need, you need to go to these nodes and you keep refreshing them as many times as you need to get the catalyst that you need, which is also an extreme amount of money in itself outside of these absurd orbs. This is insane and disgusting. And yes, anyone who wasn't prepared to drop hundreds of thousands of dollars is not prepared to win this race, which should not be run. This should not be happening to people. There should be protections in place to prevent this. And our envoys should be working with the company to push back against these kind of practices, not partaking in them. The lack of human concern being shown here is appalling and disgusting. I want to stop the stream now. I'm extremely upset. I will carry on in the interest of educating the player base. Maybe we'll crack some jokes so I can calm down. This is not fun. This is abuse. If ever was a case for regulation, this is it. I do not promote, nor will I promote, rushing into Dark Dimension. Or at all in this game, but especially not Dark Dimension. Dark Dimension exists for one purpose and one purpose alone. To raise the bottom line. It is a greedy, manipulative, and awful part of this game. It always has been, and Dark Dimension 5 is the worst version of this that we have seen, and I suspect it's going to get even worse as time goes on. This game is going to get more disgusting, not less. You are wrong. You are wrong. There are no warnings on this game. Children play this game. Unsuspecting people play this game. People with neurodivergence can't even tell they're being manipulated in this way. And they pick up this game with no warnings, no regulations, no caps, no consideration from the company that makes it or can see the money being spent, the extreme amount of money being spent. Yes, casinos are regulated. This is not. And yes, that is the comparison. This is gambling. This is wrong. This is not what video games should be. Video games occupy a fond place in my heart and in my childhood, and this is a bastardization and perversion of what I used to hold so dear. This is so unregulated to the point where they can manipulate the drops behind the scenes without telling you, and they have patented mechanisms to do just that. In the best case scenario, they are being honest with their drop rates. In the best case scenario. And they are under no obligation to do such. There's no regulation. They just say, yes, oh yes, everything is honest and fair. If you're familiar with any sort of white-collar crime, you should be well aware that plenty of people will say that to your face and then behind your back do just the opposite. So, who knows? Scopely hasn't been caught yet, so I guess it's okay. This is exactly, it's fine. It's fine. This is exactly why I make these videos. This is why I come out here, is because it is unknown. And there's a lot of misconceptions about it. And people can get the wrong idea. And you can get shouted down if you go out to your internet forum, your Reddits or whatever, and you talk about this, Facebook, wherever you may communicate with, in your alliance perhaps with a bunch of other addicts who play this game as well and don't even realize that they're addicted to it. You could be shouted down and they'll say, well, no one held a gun to their head. And you could agree with it. But you would be wrong. Because to someone who is having issues with impulse control, who is gambling addicted, who's prone to this sort of behavior, it's just as good as a gun to their head and it can destroy their life just as much. Or one of their loved ones. For it's not just the people that play this game, it's the people that love them that are affected. Ask my wife. I've thankfully turned it into an income source for our home, so I can buy her something nice every once in a while for putting up with the shit that I put her through because of this fucking video game. Ask yourself, what damage have you done to your own family? If you have one. If not, what friendships have suffered because of this? And ask yourself, is it worth it? What isn't the issue? What is not to understand about this? Hundreds of thousands of dollars are being spent on a video game for no reason for a company that does not deserve it, has not earned it, will not return it in any way. Are you aware what the first time rewards are for the person that beats this? For the hundreds of thousands of dollars that they will give to this game company, what they will get for it. They get 1 7 red character. A box of bullshit sent to them. And their name put into the game in some sort of meaningless way where it's almost fucking invisible. And the community gets nothing. We get what we get anyways. There are no rewards here. There are only disgusting profits and greed. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to fucking explain this tonight. People who are mentally divergent, neurodivergent, people who have impulse control problems, people who have gambling problems, people who are prone to addiction, do not have free will, and there are no regulations on this game to prevent this sort of abuse. Our society does not give a shit. And that's why this is allowed to happen. And Marvel Strike Force isn't the only one. It's rampant all across mobile games. I'm sorry, I meant to come out here and be light, but as soon as I fucking start talking about this, it gets very dark and very real. And it's why I have a link down below on all of my videos for people to seek help with online addiction counseling. Specifically for video games, so you don't have to feel awkward about calling, and it's free, remote. I wouldn't be able to make these videos unless I was providing a resource like that, unless I was talking about this. I can't talk about these games without being able to help. This should be regulated. There should be, this is insane what's going on tonight. It's entirely uncapped. I don't know if you're late to this or not. These are uncapped. Dark Dimension 5 will be beat tonight by multiple people for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, uncapped. If you were looking at offers, right? If you went to the store, right? All right. What would it take for everybody to get upset about this? If you went to the store and it was just $100, 3 purchases left, $100, 3 purchases left, all for Dark Dimension gear, would that piss you off? Would that make it fucking clear what's going on tonight? Would that get it through your fucking baby brain what's happening? Is that what it would take? I mean, they've just taken it one level removed from that and it's fucking confused you? You're so lost in the fucking sauce you don't understand what this is? How much clearer would it need to be that they're taking hundreds of thousands tonight from people who really don't have the choice, really can't resist it. They can't resist it. They're addicted. They have problems. This isn't something like just, all right, hey, who the fuck knows? I don't know them. I don't know them. And I don't want to cast aspersions upon them or make them feel bad if this is just, hey, I saved up $500,000 and tonight's the night to spend it. And you know what? Fuck it. I want to take the ride. I want to go up Magic Mountain, goddammit. Cool. Okay? That's at least, let's just fucking be generous and say half of them are like that. The other half aren't. Let's just say this whole fucking wave isn't like that. Okay? This whole fucking wave are multimillionaires. No problems with spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on this game. The next wave will contain people that aren't. Can we agree on that? At least a couple of people will entirely ruin their lives doing this shit. Right? Can we agree on that? At least 2 people will ruin their lives doing this, put themselves at least in financial hardships for a year because of this. Let's just minimize it to that. Even minimized to 2 fucking people fucking themselves up for 2 years on a mobile video game. One mobile video game out of the thousands of mobile video games where this happens daily. Let's just minimize it to that. Like, that doesn't mean shit at all. Let's just take it down to that minor fucking level, right? Can we all agree that that's happening? Is that okay? I don't know. It doesn't seem okay to me. And you know it's not that minimal. Oh yeah, it's my opinion. It's my fucking opinion. Yeah, just my opinion. How fucking, what do you think, how many millionaires do you think there are? How many millionaires do you think we got that just hang out on mobile video games? And how many people do you think we have? Just a lot. There's just a lot of millionaires. There's just fucking tons of millionaires. I know millionaires. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, these aren't people maxing out their credit cards. Nah. These aren't people going into financial debt. Nah, of course not. Why the fuck would that happen? We live in the land of riches. Everybody's a fucking millionaire. Oh man, I can't even look at this shit. I can't even go into this and look at this. I'm not bitching about how people spend their money. You're entirely wrong about that. I am not bitching about how people spend their money. I'm bitching about how a game company is taking people's money and returning nothing. They are not returning the experience that is being paid for. It is one thing to prey upon the neurodivergent, those who are gambling addicted, those who are prone to this behavior, those who have poor impulse control. It is another to not return the fucking insane amount of money that's being taken in QA, right? Everybody can agree they'd like to see less bugs in the game. Good customer service that isn't fucking outsourced. New features. Shouldn't we get a new level for all the money they're taking in tonight? You think the game costs this much to make? Get the fuck out of here. This is rampant greed. Rampant greed is all this is. This is one character. This is Dormammu. Dormammu is what you, and only the people that, you know, spend the fucking money get him. So that's what this is. This is nuts. This is nuts. This is not video games. This is gambling. Chat room's alerting us to the orbs again. If you want to look at them, they're $10 a piece. They contain almost nothing. You would have to buy hundreds of them to get the gear that you need. And yes, the entire game industry is out of control. It does all need to be burned to the ground. And not just for their predatory practices, but for the way they treat their employees. If you haven't read the news stories, they're out there and they're numerous. Game culture is toxic, and some of it's in my fucking chat room right now. And people are about to get clapped for it as well, because we don't hang out with that here. I'm fine educating people, but I'm not suffering foolishness in here for much longer. Yes, absolutely. If no one ever talks about it, nothing will happen, so I talk about it. to my own financial detriment, I talk about it. I love video games. Video games were there for me when I was a very young child and I did not have my parents. I had video games. Video games are my parents. And my parents are smoking crack by the dumpsters. So I'm a little concerned. Not much, Tawny. We're just chilling. Yeah, the apologists are fucking out of control tonight. You think this is okay? This is not okay. All right, I gotta see what time it is. Yeah, this shouldn't be allowed. That's the problem. This just shouldn't be allowed. No, I'm fine. This was a necessary stream. This is a necessary video. This is one of the most important things I've ever said. People need to know about this, what's happening tonight, and not push it under the carpet or laugh at it. I mean, it's funny. It is literally, I mean, you know, I can try to find some humor in it for y'all. I mean, it is fucking hilarious. Like, and even funnier about the people who are coming in here like 10th and 11th who think they have a fucking shot at this. That's fucking hilarious too. But I don't feel good laughing at these people because, like, I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what the situation is. All right, so we are up to the end of global. We're up to the end of global. And we should be starting cosmic any moment now. What I assume is happening right now, everybody, why no one has started cosmic is because we're over here in supplies and we're over at the orbs and we're just speed clicking these dark dimension cosmic orbs. What we're doing is we're just speed clicking through these motherfuckers, trying to get enough gear to take 5. Not only do they don't want 4 characters anymore. Oh no! These greedy motherfuckers want 5. Okay, that exponentially the cost goes up, right? If it was only 4, you could get in cheaper, right? Do you guys remember how long, those of you who are arguing with me right now, does your little brain remember like Dark Dimension 4 and how long that took to get through? Isn't this weird to you that it's going so fast? I know like Dark Dimensions, some of the Dark Dimensions have gone fast. I think 1 and 2 were beaten in a matter of hours. And then 3, they were like, oh no, motherfuckers, we're going to slow your ass down, right? And everybody suffered for that. We all suffered for Dark Dimension 3. It sucked royally. And then Dark Dimension 4 came in, right? And then they made it so hard to get characters in that they stopped people, right? So they made it, the nodes were easier, but the gear was harder to get. And so the people who first went in had to do like a few nodes and then stop and maybe consider not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in one night. They had to stop because there were no offers to buy. They capped it. They actually capped how much you could spend in a fucking day, in an hour. They stopped it. It wasn't as much of a cash grab. Tonight, there's no fucking limits, everybody. It's no limit poker. Play all fucking day. Just go nuts. It's madness. Just go for it. Open as many of these as you want. Go beat it today. For 1 red star, your name in the game, who the leading guy already has his fucking name in the game, and a box full of bullshit that has mystery presents in it. It's not even about that. You see, that's why it's nuts. That's why this is a problem. You know the person doing this just got something wrong. How wouldn't they? How wouldn't they have something wrong? You already have your name in the game. Okay? And a 7, you already have everything at 7 red. The people in here already have everything at 7 red. They have all their key characters at 7. That's not even a prize. It's absolutely nothing. And they don't want a box of bullshit. They want to be number 1. And if you don't see that as a problem, I don't know. You don't, I guess nobody has problems. There are no neurodivergent people. Everyone's normal. That is what we need to, I mean, you know, it does, there's no backfiring. I mean, the reaction that the community should have is, oh, fuck this, we're all free to play. Fuck this, we're all free to play. That's the correct reaction when you see this is, oh, all right, I don't have to worry because everyone around me isn't spending like this because we've all said, fuck this. We've literally all said, fuck this. Like, that's the correct response. And just warn people, you know, I'm going to pick up Marvel Strike Force today. Down! Don't do that! No! Don't! Either left or we clapped him. I don't fucking care. No, it's fine. I encourage a little, you know, healthy debate. That's fine. Because that's what I fight against. It'll show up in my fucking comments section, then I'll deal with it there. Whatever. Might as well voice it and then, I don't know, whatever. They'll still comment. It's great. It helps me out. Like and subscribe. Someone's going to beat it, yeah, like now. Like at 11 o'clock or whenever the fucking reset is, it'll surge ahead. Right now, the person in the people in the lead are right here on the Cosmic Orb. Like if you want to know the play-by-play, they're just in here jamming on this. They're just hitting this like you would a slot machine. Because it's a fucking slot machine. This is a loot box. And they're just jamming on this trying to get the uniques they need. At a very low percentage chance. So at a very low percentage chance, they are jamming on this and they're hoping for a big jackpot. They're just hoping for a big jackpot is what they're doing because they're gambling addicted. So the people who are in the lead are gambling addicted and they're just jamming on this button. Hoping for this shit. Okay? They're hoping for this. So that's what the people in the lead are actively doing right now. That is what's happening in the game. That's the coverage of the race. That's the live up to the date cover, up to the minute coverage that you came here for. That's what's happening. Reporting to you from New Jersey, Mr. Hartgrave. Live on Twitch, bringing you up to the minute Darkest Dimension 5 coverage. We're at the end of Global. And we are just jamming on the button, buying more cores. Because spending is unchecked tonight. Yeah. I mean, there is a line here of wealth that will not be crossed. This is a two-man race. No one else need apply. Because spending's unchecked. And they want the maximum amount of dollars. No lie, and you would know this if you followed the channel. When I interviewed one of the top envoys for Star Trek Fleet Command, he let me know, Rev Deuce, amazing guy. Fucking amazing guy. I don't think Rev Deuce would participate in shit like this. He's too busy communicating with the company that works for Scopely to get them to push back on Scopely to stop shit like this from happening. Literally, we need someone like this for us. Because that's the only way to stop this right now is to have a good Samaritan try to put the brakes on. We have no brakes. All gas, no brakes tonight. It can start with one person. Regulation is great, but a roadblock will work too. And that's what Rev Deuce did. The guy I talked to, Rev Deuce, caused so much fucking issues for the game. Like, it would be, he was acting maybe a little bit like me, but he was an envoy. And they kicked him out of the program. And then they had to ask him back, and he said, great, I will come back, but under these stipulations. And now he negotiates with them for the players of the game. You can check him out. You go to his fucking Discord server, you check out his channel. He has weekly fucking meetings with them. He reports back to his followers on his videos, gives weekly updates about what's happening, what he's pushing back on, the changes that they make from what he pushes back on. Now, it's a different game studio. It's not Boundless. It's a different game studio, but it's Scopely that runs it. And the game studio that runs that company pushes back against Scopely and says, no, we can't give you that much money that you want this way. You have to wait for, we have to do this in a different way. The community isn't accepting it. This Rev Deuce guy's being a pain in our ass. So that's what's happening over there in that land. And things are worse over there. And what I was trying to get around to is that Rev Deuce told me their top guy has spent $1.5 million on that game. $1.5 million. I don't think we have anybody in this game that spent $1.5 million yet. They're trying to change that tonight. Tonight they've decided to flip the switch and get that $1.5 million cracking. That $1.5 million whale. Maybe a couple of them, who knows? That's what they want tonight. What they were getting wasn't enough. Because normal people stop spending. We know this. We know this in this audience, and we know that as a whole community, that most players have gone free to play or very, very light spending. We all bought the $5 core calendar, right? We all bought the $5 core count. That's fine. I'm not against spending on the fucking game. I never came out here and said I would never spend a dime on the game. I believe in paying for shit that I use. I'm not crazy. It's totally crazy, at least. I don't know. I'm definitely slightly crazy. I play this fucking game, but I wanted to show you the calendar. All right, everybody bought this. If you weren't uninstalling, right? If you weren't uninstalling, you bought this. It was $5. This is fine. If this was the price of the game, it would be fine. If all they wanted was from every player that played the game was $5 a month, great. That's fine. $60 a year. That sounds fair. You provide us with updates. We give you $60 a year, the most hardcore fans or whatever. Give us more calendars. Maybe there's 4 calendars you can buy a month for each for $5. That's reasonable. I think the company could run on that, don't you? It's not enough for them, though. They don't want to just run the game. They want all the fucking money. It's greed. It's not trying to run the game. I've been mistaken. I've come out here and said shit like, oh, thank you, Krakens and Whales, for supporting the game that I play. They're not even doing that. What they spend in a couple of months does that, and then all the fucking extra is just, they've already supported the game for the year. What's happening tonight isn't supporting to run the game. It's pure profits on top of the normal operating cost. What's happening tonight is above and beyond operating the game. They're just raking it in for their bonuses. They're getting bonuses because they are fleecing the players tonight. Please, that's what's happening. That's what's wrong here. It's not to run the game. It's not for you. It's not for the game. They're just raking it in. Just unchecked fucking capitalism at its finest. The whole problem with our society summed up in one video game. It's actually kind of beautiful. 10 people are being fleeced tonight. And not to run the game. It has nothing to do. The game's paid for. And not even for Boundless. Just goes right up to fucking Scopely. And then Scopely goes, okay, you guys can have your bonuses. I assume that's how it works. I'm totally fucking wrong. Maybe it does cost millions of fucking dollars to run this game every year. I know it costs them a lot to get the IP. But we also know they made record profits during a fucking global pandemic and laughed about that. So, These are people that literally sell gambling to children. I'm not going to feel sorry for them. Yeah, exactly. This is very true. It's not going to the artists or programmers. It's going to like 10 assholes, the CEOs, whatever. They don't even work on the fucking games. Their salaries are fucking insane. That's where it goes. It's where all the fucking wealth goes. I mean, if you think that's okay, then you literally are you're on the fucking wrong channel. Yeah. I am Mr. Hartgrave. If you hadn't figured it out by now, is anti-capitalism and liberal as fuck. Not even liberal, just like highly fucking conservative. Or not highly, non-conservative. Progressive. I'm fucking progressive. Sorry. Fuck's sake. I'm upset. I'm also very upset. I'm prone to fits of anger. Oh, I was pissed off when Dark Dimension 5 got announced. I didn't. This is new. This shit is crazy. I didn't see. Nobody saw this. This is crazy. And they didn't fucking. We're upset because of this. If you just tuned in, it's because of this. This right here. This is why we're upset. This is why we're nuts. If not for this, we wouldn't be more than halfway done with Dark Dimension right now. Dark Dimension wouldn't be more than halfway done right now if it wasn't like this. Like, this is crazy town. It's crazy that we're already done with global. We haven't started on Cosmic yet. Maybe we got to go apply for another credit card first. This is a special occasion, Tacos. It's great to see you, though. Yeah, right. And they don't even. This is a great point. Thank you so much for bringing up the elite teal orbs, right? So they don't even give a discount. There's no discount. Holy shit, I'm more mad. I didn't think I could get more mad about this. I'm more mad than I've ever been about this game. Yeah, there's no fucking... They fucking released Dark Dimension 5 with uncapped spending, making it clear the best way to get through this tonight is just to fucking buy cores. Buy thousands of dollars of course, 10,000, 100,000. Who the fuck knows what the number's going to be on this? They don't have to report it to anybody. They don't have to tell anybody. Isn't that a problem? That should be a problem. Can't we get that kind of regulation that the game company would have to turn over its financial records and show how much money they're drawing in instead of just on their fucking honor? It's on their fucking honor. Bogo, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's on their honor that they don't just destroy people's lives. No, they're probably trustworthy. They sell gambling to kids. That's probably fine. Give them the keys. It's great. Let them drive. Holy shit. So yeah, not only is it unchecked tonight, but they didn't even give us the courtesy of a reach around. They're fucking tonight without even the courtesy of a reach around is what this is, not having the teal gear war orb. And I don't suggest even opening that motherfucker. When they give us the teal gear war orb 1, don't open it. That's my best advice. Do not open it. Wait for the war orb 2. People who waited for the War Orb 2, the Orange Gear War Orb 2, did so much better than those who opened the War Orb 1. I know, I was one of the fucking idiots that opened the War Orb 1. Those that opened for the War Orb 2, it's so much better. It's so much better. The shit was so much more rare in the part 2. Just don't open the part 1. Don't. People are like bitching at me now. Why don't you give me game tips? You could be so good, Mr. Hargrave. I don't want to be good. I don't want to be good at giving people advice for a predatory, evil fucking game like this. I want to be good at getting people to quit playing this game. That's what I'm trying to be good at. I think I'm the best. I'm the fucking best at what I'm trying to do. There's no one better. Name me another content creator that's gotten as many people to spend so fucking little or stop spending altogether, or get as many people to realize that they're addicted and quit and better their lives over it. You would be hard pressed in society, on YouTube, on Twitch. This doesn't happen. There is something maybe wrong with me. I don't know. The list is going to go on. If everybody in here right now types, if everybody's honest and just says that whoever I got to stop spending types in here, there'll be like 50 fucking messages. Flannel Hobbit, no, I can't quit the game. I can't quit the game. The work's not done. I mean, and I'm addicted. But the work's not done. It's bigger than me at this point. If I quit the game, I'm not going to play another one. So I'm going to stop talking about it. So it's a dilemma. I do think about it. It's definitely weighs on my mind. I'm stepping down as leader. So there's one thing that's happening. Plus, I do feel like quitting is like just letting them win. If I just go away, they get to do this shit and nobody says anything about it. Scopely's fucking awful. And if I stop playing their games, I won't know how awful and I won't be able to cover it as effectively. No one else is covering Scopely. The minute that James Stephanie Sterling steps up and gives it to Scopely properly, I might decide to step down because maybe the job is done. I've tried to get Stephanie Sterling to have a look at this. I've sent emails. I said, I would love to have Jim, Stephanie Sterling on the show so I can show them what is happening and we can have a good laugh over it or whatever the fuck happens. Then maybe after that happens, I could go, yeah, maybe I'm done. Maybe I've raised enough awareness. Because that's a content creator that has almost 1 million followers. Less every day because the world's twisted in another way. They can't handle someone that decides to wear, a dress or whatever. I don't even know what the fucking problem is. They've dunked on this game? Is that true? I've watched like every video. I didn't see him dunk on Marvel Strike Force. Please send that to me if that's true. I'll watch it right now. They've covered games like this. They've covered mobile games for sure. I didn't know they covered Strike Force in particular. Maybe mentioned it. I don't know. When was it? Was it after I emailed him? Now you're cheering me up. Cool. Maybe they read my email. I did send over a pretty detailed email with some videos and stuff. I tried to package it up real well. I really wanted to get them involved. I think it was around the Moondragon time, when Moondragon came out and they were selling it for $100 and everybody was just like, that was gross to me. This is more gross. This is the grossest thing. In fact, this is so upsetting. I will try again. I will reach back out. I will put this shit on YouTube and I will reach back out again. I will send this over and we'll try again because I think this is disgusting enough that it warrants more significant coverage than I can provide with my meager channel. It's reset time, so I'm going to do my bullshit because I'm addicted. You can all appreciate that, of course. Yeah, this is the grossest thing by far. This is out fucking rageous. Yeah, good luck to anyone starting who, I don't even know why. Why would you even, I mean, yeah, sure. The first 4 nodes or whatever, if you already have some tier 16 characters, because you spent like a normal obscene amount of money, yeah, cool. Now, when these first few people also start trucking into global, I think once you hit global, that's when like hey, pump the fucking brakes. When you pump into global and you don't pump the brakes, you use that fucking link. If you're watching my video on YouTube and you've hit, and this is a new video, and you're going into global or cosmic, pump the fucking brakes and just check that link out. Set yourself up an appointment. Just check it out. I don't know. Maybe you're fine. Maybe you're fine. I don't know you. This whole thing will be on YouTube. I'm determined. Yeah, no, I don't even, I don't, the people who are coming in late, they're not even spending the amount of cores that are being spent on this. It's like a fraction. It's almost a reasonable amount. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. People flip out on me that I say you spend $600 a day, 600 cores a day, not dollars, 600 cores a day on events. Like 600 cores a day on events. And they're like, you're fucking crazy, you whale. I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking whale. 600 cores a day ain't shit, man. It's free. It's actually free. 600 cores a day, please. That's the cost to stay competitive. If you don't have 600 cores a day and you think you're competitive, you're not. You're not actually. You thought something was true. It ain't true at all. Fancy that. I'm competitive. Oh, 600 cores a day is a lot. You ain't competitive. You're deluded. Buying new characters without 600 cores a day. What the fuck are you doing buying new characters? Buy cores. Or just stop. Because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just going to waste your money. You're just wasting money is what you're doing if you don't even know that having 600 cores a day. Yeah, look, when I'm off camera, I'm not doing this. This is for educational purposes. And I do this so I don't have to do this off camera because my wife got sick of it. She was like, you got to shut the fuck up or do this a different way. Now I go down to the basement and she goes, what the fuck was going on last night? I'm like, I don't know, honey. I had 100 people in the room. I was making some money, whatever. The game's fucked up. She's like, yeah, and duh. Yeah, I know. It helps people. That helps her too. When I show her the emails, I show it to her too so she understands. She's like, oh, okay. You really are helping these people. Like, oh, I am helping people. I feel like somebody has to because nobody else is doing it. I don't know. I feel very trapped in that. Like if I stop, will someone else step up? I don't know. I mean, nature abhors a vacuum, so maybe. But I don't know. It wasn't here before me. Before I started, I mean, I had to do this because no one else did it. I do it so you don't fucking have to, right? That's the shit we say. I said, I have the means. I have the means. So let me speak to it. I'll keep saying it until it sinks in as well. Welcome. I suck at made up names, man. If you had a human name, I could, I'm sorry. I don't mean to say human name because I don't know. It might be some ethnicity. I'm going to be fucking offensive, but like booed. Thanks for dropping in. My kids are educated about video games because I'm their dad. So yeah, they have a hard time, especially when they ask for like like Roblox money. That conversation gets intense. So they ask their mom, which is good. But we try to make sure that they have fun. I push them to have fun with video games. That's my biggest thing. It's like tip number one with any of this shit is make sure you're having fun. And if you're not having fun, don't do it. Just stop. Yeah, no, my game advice is typically better because it's not insane. My game advice typically is above other content creators' advice because I'm not insane. I'm in touch with reality a little more, so it just helps. It helps. And I play, I mean, I'll tell you why my fucking advice is, I can't show it to you right now. I wish I could show it to you right now. But if you look at this, when this ends in 19 hours, look at who's on the leaderboard. Literally the only person making videos, the only person on this leaderboard when this ends that makes videos is me. I'm the only guy playing the game enough to be able to actually give you good advice. To know shit. I have logged more hours in front of this game than any, at least in this era. Maybe not in the past. I don't know what was happening in the past. I was probably also the most playing guy then too, before I was even making videos. And at a high level as well in the game and running my fucking alliance. For like, my hair is just bothering me. But for like 3 years. And I don't hold back. I tell you all my secrets. I tell you how everything happens. I don't give a shit about that. Other top creators might also hold back because they want to maintain some sort of competitive advantage or some shit. Like, I don't do that. How do I complete the milestones in one day? I play hard, motherfucker. That's how I complete the milestones in one day. I play hard. Get good. I don't know. Don't be as addicted as me. Okay, I'm addicted. That's how I complete them in one day. I'm fucking sick. And I do it free to play too. I'm not... I mean, you can see my cores. They're all there. And you can see my charges. They're not depleted. Right? They're not depleted. How many blitz wins? Oh shit. You're gonna out me. You want the report? Dude, I don't even want to look at this. All right, let's look. How many blitz wins? How many blitz wins? Oh shit. There you go. There you go. How many blitz wins do you have? Can anybody beat me? Can anybody beat that number? Does anybody have half that number? Who's close? Be honest. Be honest. I'm honest with you. You got to be honest with me. We got 4,000. Those are rookie numbers. It's rookie numbers, son. I've probably also been playing longer than anyone. I almost bet you that I've been playing longer. You can look at my PID. I think in my alliance, I have the lowest. So you can compare these blitz wins to this PID. Yeah, you are all like fucking babies. Okay, I saw an 83,000. Respect. 741, that's... Whew. Oh, 74K. Okay, that's better. 74K is a good number. That's solid. 83. Okay, we got some 83s, but... Yeah, you're not doing it. All right, a lot of you have half my amount, over half my amount. Good for you. That's why you're here. I mean, you're pissed. Anyone who's blitzed, like, anyone who's touched, like, into the 60,000, if you have 60,000 blitz wins, you're pissed. You're righteously pissed. At 60,000, no, I'm not encouraging the numbers, please, no. No. We should have, like, 2 blitz wins. You know, blitzing is extremely unhealthy. This is true. This is very fucking true. It's a sign of addiction. This isn't a markup. This isn't a fucking flex. This is me being very honest about exactly how addicted I am to this game and how much it has destroyed me. That's what this is. This is not like, oh, look at me. I got the fucking biggest number. I play this baby. You know, like, what's blitzing, man? Just rubbing on my phone. This is like the amount of time that I haven't spent FaceTime with my family. That's what this is. This is a shameful number. This is a sad number. Yeah, I blitzed hard during manual blitz days. Yes, I did. That's how I got it. That's why my account is as big as it is, and I haven't spent that much money. That's why I'm at 17.2 million. I've spent a fraction of the money that you would need to spend to be there. It was spent with time. I gave it the time. No, I didn't do a lot of phone. I did phone under the table. I don't really do phone in the bathroom, but I definitely phone it at events. Phone it, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that shit. Yeah, absolutely. The good thing is now I can talk about it. Now I can be very open about what I'm doing and talk about it at length, openly, which is better. I want everybody to get to that point. If you're blitzing like this and you're doing it in secret, God damn it, you got to stop doing that. You either have to stop blitzing or stop doing it in secret. Please, for me. It'll improve your life at least that much. Oh, see, we could commiserate 97,000 right here. That sucks. Yeah, no. I know your pain, and you know mine. You now know why I'm as mad as I am, that I've done this for as long as I have. Yeah, blitzing in secret is like drinking in secret. It's almost exactly the same, other than it won't destroy your liver as much or whatever, Like maybe physically it won't. I mean, mentally it'll hurt you just as much. Yeah, hiding it is a serious sign of addiction. I mean, being open about it, you can still be addicted and be open about it as well. I mean, my father was an alcoholic and he made no secrets about it. He's like, I'm addicted to alcohol. Fuck you. It wasn't like, didn't stop him from being addicted. I don't even think it makes it healthier. But at least maybe someone can help you. If you're being secret about it, it's going to be really hard for you to get help. I was thinking about that. I was thinking like, what do I bring to the table for my content that makes me uniquely suited to my content? And I said, you know what? I probably understand addiction just about more than anybody. My father being an alcoholic, my mother having serious mental issues. I'm like, you know what? I'm probably very uniquely suited to this style of content. To talking about these issues, there's probably no one better. Other than like trained psychologists who honestly fucking annoy me when they talk. I tried to watch this Healthy Gamer GG that's like lighten up fucking YouTube, and I can't stand him. So I imagine for a lot of people that's a problem listening to someone like that. I imagine he has good advice. He's a trained professional or whatnot. But if I can't, stand your voice, it's not going to matter how amazing you are as a therapist. I won't listen to it because I can't handle annoying voices. Oh yeah, not much. There's not much there, chat. I'm just doing great. What's up with you? No, everything's perfectly fine here. Hargrave didn't jump on in the middle of a night when I'm not even supposed to be streaming just to lose my shit. Nah, not that at all. It's absolutely fine, actually. And it'll be even more fine when I upload this to YouTube. I don't know, man. You know what? If I help even one person, if I help even one fucking person, it doesn't matter and it's worth it. Outrageous what's happening with Dark Dimension 5. Yes, it is. It is absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense that Mobile Gamer went through that. I can sense his compassion. It's hard to understand it unless you go through it. Unless you've lived it, it's very hard to understand it. I mean, you'll say dumb shit. If you haven't lived through addiction in some way, shape, or form, then you are probably saying dumb shit. You probably have dumb fucking takes like, well, no one held a gun to your head. You probably have really fucking stupid takes like that when it comes to addictive, predatory gambling simulators. No one held a gun to your head, brother. Free will, man. It's America. You can do whatever you want. Spend your money however you want. It's fine. It's actually okay to financially ruin yourself for a game company that won't return the value whatsoever. And it's fine for the game company to be unregulated to the point where they can do that. It's actually fine. It's good. It's a good thing. Because America. Yeah, addiction's not even real, man. Just got to have willpower, man. I got willpower. It's good to hear, Ramen Face. I'm trying to be better about names. I'm trying not to name people who aren't public, but Ramen Face is public. He has a Twitch channel. Go follow Ramen Face. Good guy. We did a raid on Ramen Face. You got affiliate. I was happy to hear that. Darth Mike. Hey, me and Darth Microtransaction, we hit it off through email. We exchanged Discord IDs. We're probably going to do something at some point. Yeah, doing arena at a rock concert probably is a problem. You know, I've done it too. Yeah, I've been to see concerts. Dude, I've straight played this game through movies. I've been in the fucking dark in the movie theater with my brightness turned down to nothing. And I've done multiple blitz rotations through the same movie. It's a long movie, so I had to do 2 rotations. 100%, many times over. Hiding the phone like under my coat, trying to make sure that the brightness didn't bother anyone else's movie watching experience. Holy shit. Do I ever play this game? I played during Venom 2 as well. Yeah, we went and saw the same movies and we did the same shit. I was sitting there with my friend and I didn't want to let him know I was addicted to a mobile video game, so I tried to hide the shit as much as possible. He probably saw me rubbing on my phone and just thought I was looking at porn. And I was like, yeah, porn. Because I didn't want to admit the video game. We could trade stories all night about this shit, man. Everybody here has done some depraved shit for this game. Everybody here has claimed that they've had diarrhea or constipation to explain why they were taking so long in the bathroom because of this game. How fucking sad is that? Everybody here, every single one of us. That's inappropriate. Of course I have. We all have. Of course we have. And there was nothing wrong with it. There's actually nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I mean, the reason is wrong, but the action is fine. I'm sad to hear that Venom 2 is horrible. You know what? I tend to like movies that people don't like, and I tend to like the movies that people hate. So who knows? I thought that Venom was crap. A lot of people liked Venom. It seems like popular consensus is that Venom was good. But I would ask you about Venom, what was that great line the villain said? Remember that great quotable line the bad guy of Venom said? Do you remember the bad guy of the first Venom film? Do you remember him really well? What his name was? Who can tell me the name of the bad guy in Venom without looking it up on the fucking internet and quote him? Quote the bad guy from Venom. Tell me what his name is. No, the main guy. When he was talking. Before the symbiote shit. Or give me the quote that... Fuck it. All right, Riot? Give me the quote that Riot said. What did Riot say? That epic line that Riot said that everybody quotes so often when they talk about Venom. Okay? Give me the quote that Riot said if Riot had a... Did Riot have that epic line? All right, Venom sucked. Okay, Venom sucked. Oh, ouch. That's a hell of a story. $300 for premium internet on a cruise so you could play Marvel Strike Force on vacation. Whew. Worth it? I mean, you got to stay in your alliance, and that's important, right? Origin stories are not mostly crap. Iron Man, Batman, 87 Batman, was that an origin? I think that was an origin. Batman Begins was definitely an origin film that many people agree did not suck entirely. first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. Look, the list goes on. If you want to go like non-Marvel, Super is like a whole origin. I mean, like non-Marvel origin story superhero movies. Oh, that's pretty epic. Yeah, there's like a lot of excellent, especially non-Marvel. If you get away from Marvel and DC, there are amazing origin superhero movies that are like not the main ones. I think Kick-Ass is like it's an origin movie, and which is fucking amazing, which is still based upon a comic. Yeah, you know what? I like Solo. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, so maybe I didn't have like that knee-jerk reaction that a lot of Star Wars people had when they watched that. I enjoyed Solo. I didn't see a problem with Solo. But it was just a dumb action movie, and I know that pissed people off because you're really into Star Wars. But as a person that's not into Star Wars, I was like, this is fine. Maybe I can keep it light for the rest of the night and the video that goes on YouTube. So if anybody gets this far, I think the first half is really dark. That way they'll know that I'm okay. I want everybody to know that I'm okay. I am okay. I mean, I'll just assume that nobody has spent themselves into homelessness tonight. That's how I'll get to sleep. It'll be fine. Jesus Christ. If somebody did spend themselves into homelessness and Scopely knew about it, what do you think they would do? That's a question. Let's do a thought experiment. So let's say, just on a fucking whim, somebody financially ruins themselves tonight. Okay? And they might. We don't know. We don't know. But and Scopely found out. They found out this person did that. They financially ruined themselves doing this. It was the winner. It was the winner, and they won, and they said, and they had to admit it because it was really bad. They were like, I'm really happy to win, but I did financially ruin myself. They wanted to send him the box. They wanted to send him the box of shit, and he says, the thing is, I don't have a home now. So I don't know where you're going to send the box because I mortgaged my house. I don't own my home anymore. I got kicked out. I needed to pay rent. Now I didn't. And Scopely finds out. That's how they find out. They want to send him the box. They can't send him the box because they find that out. What do you think they do? Put their name in the game still? Give them their 7 red star? I don't know. I'd really be curious. There's no way to know. I assume this won't happen. But I know a lot of you on a knee jerk in the chat are just saying just nothing. No actions. Which might. Yeah, is that what it would trigger? It would finally trigger maybe some kind of regulation or self-regulation where they would put some kind of awareness on it. They wouldn't return the money. I mean, one good pro tip, one good thing you can do pretty much at any time, which a lot of people do, is they do just charge everything back. Like if the next day you're like, oh man, that was really bad, you can just charge it all back. So there's that. It's a pretty easy process. I mean, I think it's a bigger problem, when I think what's more likely than someone going into financial ruin over this stuff is that they will, I think a bigger, more prevalent problem, which we can all attest to in this room, is that you will damage your relationships over this game. That's going to happen. That's a guarantee. You are going to damage your relationships with the people around you in your life over this game. In whatever mobile game you're playing. That's like just a given. That's going to happen. Like, yeah, if you're really into Darkest Dimension, You're probably not being the best family member, friend, partner, whatever it is that you could be. Oh man, this node, and I'm not the best as I could be at this node. That went very poorly. I will stop this now and we'll try again. Ugh. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. I don't think that the top players are charging this stuff back. I think that they are so lost in the sauce that that money is just gone for them. And they've convinced themselves that this is a good idea. So they're like, I think and that's the problem with the addiction is that you're so gone, you don't even know you're addicted. You don't even know, you wouldn't even think to do that. I've talked to people like that who are just like, they don't even know they could do it. It's like news to them, which is why I say it. I'm like, you can charge it back. People do, and it's fine. You can charge it back, you can uninstall, and you can go on with your life. It's an option. It's one of the most OP strategies on mobile games that you can possibly use, actually. It's a secret tip. Yeah, it's something else. Yeah. I mean, you don't get nothing, man. Did you know you get a 7 red of your choice and a box of crap and your name in the game in a way that no one actually knows it's there. So it's not nothing. All right, look, have we beat Dark Dimension yet? Is this over yet? No, we're stuck at 60%. Did someone pump the brakes? Why aren't we, what's going on? Maybe the Cosmic Orb is broken. Did they mess up and the Cosmic Orb is broken? I know when the Cosmic Orb first launched, it had city characters in it. I don't think anyone would care about that tonight, though. Hey, that was a good loot box. Yay. But yeah, maybe the Cosmic Orb doesn't work. Possible? Or maybe that the drop rates are so bad. Like, what do you got to get out of here? I'm curious. What do you got to get out of here? Minerva? Nebula? If you would want Nebula. Cosmic. Phylavel. Silver Surfer. Ooh, you got like... Is it like Phylavel and Silver Surfer you need? That one's going to be rough. Moondragon. You need so many different ones. Maybe that's and maybe they might have ran out of the normal stuff, the catalyst. If you run out of the catalyst, it's going to jam you up. Yeah, they're probably taking Nebula, Moondragon, Gamora, and Silver Surfer, and Phylavel. Maybe filling in with Thanos if they have the Palladium. Or doing Cersei and Ikaris. You could also do Cersei and Ikaris. I don't see them here because I don't have them up that high, but... Well, you can't get Uru. You can't get the fucking Uru out of here? What the fuck, dude? Come on. How the fuck don't you... What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What's with this fucking company? My wife is welcome to watch anything that I do, chat. No, I mean, absolutely. Everything's public. My channel, I can't protect my channel from my wife. She's heard me say all this shit. I mean, I did a mini version of this rant before I came down tonight, like on the couch, more calmly, not yelling. The yelling's for you. I am trying to be entertaining as well. When I try to talk to my wife's a gentle person. She talks lightly. So I try to make sure that I don't yell, which is something else. If you can imagine Mr. Hargrave trying to, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I come down here is so that I can get all the loud out of my system so that when I'm around my wife and my kids, I can talk in a normal tone. My voice is, I just naturally get loud. I get excited, I get loud. I'm a loud guy. My wife is not loud. And the loud sounds are jarring to her. So, it helps our relationship actually. But yeah, no, I did explain all this to her before I came down. What was happening in the game. And she knows that I think everyone running this fucking game is a bunch of assholes. She thinks so too. She's on board with all this shit. She's more progressive than I am. Anyways, what the fuck? Why is there no Uru in here? Where's that at? How do you do... They have a new character, Cersei. Like, I just don't get it. Why are they assholes about that? Is that in here at all? Can you get that shit? That's fucked up. They're not letting them take in one of the best characters? What the fuck? All right, so there are some breaks. Maybe that's what the holdup is. Maybe that's the breaks. Maybe that's where you draw the line. You're spending, $100,000 or something, and you're like, well, I'm not fucking going in here without Cersei and Akaris, you assholes. Like, I'm not going in here, like, I wouldn't do that. Like, even if I was at the point where I was spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, you can bet your ass I am not going in to fucking Cosmic Dark Dimension 5 without fucking Cersei. How fucked, man. And and maybe I would think this was good. I would say this is a positive, except I know they didn't do it intentionally. They'll probably fix it tomorrow. He's probably got a note in with fucking customer support. And he's like, you forgot to put the Uru in the fucking things. I'm not buying them until you put it in there. Put it in there. And he's waiting for the morning for this to happen. I almost guarantee it. Oh, fuck. Mac already has it. It's guaranteed. He actually already has them at tier 16. It's verified on his channel. No shit. What? They declined him? He asked them to put the Uru in and they said no? He spent like 100 grand. Let's just say it conservatively. He spent 100 grand and he said, I want Uru. And they were like, no. Hold on, I know we're all speculating in here, but my mind's kind of blown in. People are saying that Cersei and Akaris are already in here. I mean, that's possible. I see Akaris, I see Cersei. Fate's got him. Fate's might be the only one. I think Fate's is the only one. They'd use him if you'd use him if you had him. If you had him, you would use him on the first half. You wouldn't be holding out. There's only one player that has him. Where it came from, who knows? Nobody else has Cersei and Akaris at tier 16. And yes, if Mac had him, he would have used him. If Mac had Cersei and Akaris, they would have used him. So they don't have him. And that would have stopped my ass dead. Dead in my fucking tracks. I would be livid. So now I think the up to the minute coverage, if you're here for the up to minute coverage of Dark Dimension 5, is that progress has been halted due to a fuck up by the greedy, unethical game company who has not put the unique piece needed for a key character into their loot box orb that they are charging an insane amount of money for. So look, even if you're not pissed that they are taking literally hundreds of thousands of dollars from people who might have some impulse control issues, let's just say it in the weakest way possible. Okay? We could be pissed. There's always something to be mad about here. There's always a silver lining. We could be pissed that they left out Uru, which you need for Cersei, which no one in their right, like, all right, I have a little more confidence that maybe the people who have stopped themselves from going into Cosmic aren't totally, you know, neurodivergent to the point where they're just like, well, fuck it. I don't care that Uro's not in here. I'm first, motherfucker. They have stopped with that. What's in the center? It's just shards of shit that's already maxed out. Like, they definitely couldn't put shards. Why wouldn't you put shards of Cersei and Ikaris in here? Come on. They're already maxed. Like, who the fuck is taking Colin to Dark Dimension 5? Who the fuck is gonna take Cole? Who doesn't have him maxed out? What the fuck? It's like Scopely's giving you the worst advice. This is the Scopely guide to Darkest Dimension. Thank you for the sub, Tawny. Who the fuck? Cole. They're like, hey, you could take Cole. It's a valid option. Holy shit. Everything else is fine. Valid option, sure. Cole. Fucking assholes. All right, so that's going to halt progress. That's the brakes. We didn't know they had brakes, apparently. There's brakes. I think that you care about that. I think that's what stopped the progress. I mean, I don't know what else would stop it. What else would stop it? You think money's an issue? I don't think money's an issue. We're talking about immortality. Money's not a fucking issue. Money didn't stop us here. Money did not stop us here. Lack of Uro would stop us here. The basic fucking courtesy to put in, I would stop. You would have to, I mean, if that didn't stop you, I think that guarantees there is something just seriously wrong. Like really wrong. I mean, you wouldn't have noticed. Maybe you didn't notice. I mean, who knows how many were open before it was like, I never got Uru. What's up? Why didn't I get any Uru? Oh, it's not in here at all? What? I want all my money. I want all my orbs back. You know, there's a dispute right now with customer service is what there is. There's definitely an escalated ticket going on for this. There's no way there was. This orb was fucked up when it dropped. When this cosmic orb dropped, it had city characters in the middle. It did. I saw it. I think I even shared a screenshot to my group. I have a group of subscribers, and I shared a screenshot where this had, or maybe I didn't, I don't fucking know, but it had city characters in it. So it was fucked at inception. This orb was already fucked. But yes, no one would buy this. Anyone looking at this who plays this game would not buy this orb because it is missing, even at the insane 2.3% chance. And it's going to, once they put Uro in, it's going to be lower to even get it. It'll be like a 2% or 1% chance. Like, how nuts is that? Like, even adding the thing that they want makes it worse. What could they take out of here? But get the fucking Ballistic Weave. Really? Get it the fuck out of here. Ballistic Weave doesn't belong in here. This should be Uru. I think that might be the mistake right there. This makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Sure. That makes sense. Yeah, just Ballistic Weave has no business being here. None at all. Right? None. This makes no sense for Ballistic Weave to be here. This is the error. This should be Uru and not Ballistic Weave. And that's what's halted progress. That's what's, and you know what? They're kicking themselves. Because they were making record earnings tonight until that happened. I mean, they'll just pick it up in the morning. So whenever they get in, they'll flip Uru in there, and then it'll be finished, an hour from then. Whenever that drops in there, you'll see that be finished. It'll be done. What a night. Yeah, you'll never see that. So what do y'all want from me now? I didn't expect there to be 100 of you. Yeah, who knows? Who knows about the teal orbs? Who cares? Doesn't matter. I don't think you're not refreshing stores. The time for refreshing stores is over. I mean, believe it or not, I mean, these orbs are a better value than refreshing the stores. I do believe. I mean, the rate of getting these from the stores has got to be so fucking slow. Plus, you're just not getting, I don't know how many there are. These 0.05%, it's more than one. All I know is that the 0.05% is more than one. Like, this might be 1, and this might be 5. There's no way to fucking know. Thank you, Ramen. There's no way to fucking know. Unless you open them and start doing, I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that. Yeah, this is, sadly enough, this is better than coring the stores, I would assume. Is it 18? Do you get 18 on a 0.05? I mean, that would be great. I hope so, because that would take down the cost of this by like, I don't know, a couple thousand. It's 0.05%. It's not a lot of, I mean, if you add it all up, there's 3 of them at 0.05, or yeah, 3 of them at 0.05. You got a 0.15% to get the jackpot. Look at the screen in the background of the orb. No, I'm not missing anything, am I? I don't think I'm missing any information here. Each Dark Dimension City orb fragments to open a Dark Dimension City orb. There's no fine print here. I can't find out what this does. There's no information. Like when, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know what you're talking about here. Okay, cool. Yeah, 18. Okay, so it is 18. Okay. Still, that's a hell of a fucking jackpot. Yeah, and your jackpots, this is city. You're not getting that jackpot. That's a little better. Still, it's gross. And these are all, oh, Jesus Christ. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 0.14% chance to hit the jackpot. And you could hit the jackpot on, what did I say, Ballistic? You could hit the jackpot on Ballistic Weave when you're trying to get into Cosmic. Yeah, you bet this has halted progress. This has halted the fuck out of progress. I think it's a good thing. I mean, it gives some people some time to, I don't think it's going to change anything. I think they're just going to pick it up as soon as this is fixed, they're just going to go through. Oh yeah, these are the loot boxiest of loot boxes. These are the juiciest loot boxes of all loot boxes. I have issues with getting Resident Evil VR because I don't have an Oculus 2. It's only on Oculus 2. Yeah, I believe whales and krakens do not... Yeah. I said people are mentally divergent. I didn't say anyone was stupid. No one is stupid. None of these people are stupid. No one is stupid. No one, not even these last guys. No one is stupid. Okay, none of them are stupid. I can't make that clear enough. None of them are bad people. None of them are stupid. I only say this shit because I care about people. I don't say this shit because I hate them. No, please, the furthest thing from it. I think all this shit should cost like 1/100th of what it costs. And I still think they would be the only people buying it. At this point in the game, they would still be the only people buying it if it was 1/100th of the cost, and I wholeheartedly think it should be. This costs too much. It's gross. It's disgusting. Yes, these should be 150 per orb. Yes. Then I would not be, I don't even think I would be mad. I would just be like, oh, cool. People are going to beat Dark Dimension 5 tonight. That's a decent orb. You can get 18 of them. Cool. Yeah, all right. Not for me, but fun. That might be fun. But yeah, $10 an orb? Fuck. It's gross. It's just gross. Game doesn't cost that much money. It's a disgusting amount of profits. It's just an absurd amount of profits. It's gross. It's obscene. All right. I got nothing left. I love you all. I do. Thank you for showing up tonight. I didn't know. Just felt like I should come out. I felt like I should come out, and I guess I hope I didn't say anything too awful to anybody. I hope people are taking care of themselves, and I hope nobody is being horribly abused by this, as I suspect that they are. Or will be, okay? Look. Anybody who's in there now, maybe you're fine. Maybe you're absolutely fine, and maybe everything I said is wrong about you. It doesn't even apply. It doesn't apply. You're in a totally different circumstance in life. That's actually great. I'm actually happy that that's the case. I'm not upset about that one fucking bit. That helps me sleep at night. But there will be people that put themselves back because of this. And that's awful. It's just fucking awful. You can trust me. I'm Mr. Hartgrave. Gravediggers, let me know who you are by liking and subscribing down below. Leave a comment about your experiences with this game. Keep digging. These goddamn zombies are fierce and giving birth. These goddamn zombies inheriting the earth.